Welcome to Compai's Expat channel. This is episode number 1 of my interview with Matteo, who owns Matteo's Seaside pub. We did about an hour of recording last week, and I've been editing them out to little videos. So this is episode number 1. So please enjoy the video, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Well, Matteo, welcome to Compai's Expat channel.
Thanks, my man. Great setup here. I'm happy to be one of you first.
Yes, this is the first interview, so Matteo's also my guinea pig. I'm learning to actually get the interview process down, but yeah.
I've been called worse.
That'd be first than the guinea pig. That's great. But the purpose of the interview is because a lot of people ask me, John, how do you do a business? How did you do yours? So I want to bring in a different perspective of somebody who's been successful down here in Sosua for longer than I've been doing business. And that's important because I want to get somebody that actually can say, hey, this is what worked, this is what didn't work, this is my experience. And there's just too many people faking it until they make it down here. Mm-hmm. So, Matteo, give us some background. Where you're from, how long you've been here?
Yeah, okay. From Boston area, north of Boston, actually, a little town north of Boston. Started coming down here back came to the country the first time, 2004.
Wow.
About 20 years now. First couple of times, wound up going to some of the all-inclusives, Boca Chica, Wandolio, and then I kind of said, I'm just hanging out with a lot of white people and people like me and not seeing any of the country. Mm-hmm. So my next trip down, third one, was I had read about the North Coast, more, kind of get to see the people, see how the culture works, and fell in love with it. And just kept coming for as many times as, I think, 4 times a year. And then I said, you know what? At that point, 53, never married, no kids. What am I waiting for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Came down and gave it a shot, and I've had not looked back since.
Yeah, I think everybody has that point where they go, you know what am I doing up in the States or Canada?
Particularly today, it's changed a bit, right?
Wow. Well, I haven't been back to the States since 2017, since I moved here from.
It's different for sure. I mean, not just the political climate, just the way you kind of feel, because I think coming down here, we kind of start to fit in. And then when you go back home, it's a different culture. So you almost feel, for me at least, I feel more at home when I come back here.
Yeah, I was just saying that to one of my clients yesterday that, you're used to when you drive home from work, you're like, oh man, I'm home. And those little things, when you start feeling that way as an expat, you really know your outlook is different. You made it. Not made it, but you adapted.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not for everybody. Some people can do it, some can't. I didn't know if I could until you do it. I have many friends that said to me, I'll remember the going away party I had for me. A bunch of friends and family came, and a couple of them like, I can't believe that you're actually moving to another country, because they said they could never do that. And I said, well, you don't know unless you try. And as I told them, I'm familiar with the country I'm moving to. It's not like I've just picked up and moved somewhere. I had been coming for 13 years. So
the reason I'm laughing is because my last day in Verizon, my last job was a lineman for Verizon. Mm-hmm. And my coworkers were like, "You're really doing this," and I was like, "What did you think I was lying for the last 3 years when you're listening to me build my second property down here?"
Exactly.
And they're like, "Yeah, but it's real." I said, "Yeah, it's been very real. It's real. It's so hard for people to comprehend it."
It is. I remember I talked about it for many years, like you, before I finally did it, and I remember putting the letter of resignation on my boss's desk before he came in the morning, and he came down and he said, "Really?" I said, "You've heard me talk about it, right?" He goes, "I didn't think you'd do it." Yeah. He says, "I have one question for you." I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Can I eat at your restaurant when I come down here?" Please do. Yes. Have I seen him yet? No.
No. Everybody goes, "Oh, we're going to come visit you. We're going to come visit you." And they never do it.
It's why I got a 2-bedroom apartment for all those people coming.
Yeah.
I think I've had 3 friends come in the 8 years I've been living here now. So, which is fine. When they do come, it's fine. We're happy to have them.
Yeah. Matteo's Seaside Pub, located downtown Sosua on Pedro Quelasante. Great place to grab a meal, play trivia, watch some sports, spend time with your friends. So, when did you do your first restaurant in Sosua?
So when I moved here in 2015, I had purchased a restaurant called Midtown. It was inside the Las Palmeras Hotel. I bought it from a Canadian guy. And that was my first venture down here trying that. I was there for just over 4 years, I believe. And then, unfortunately, a buddy down here passed away who owned the Britannia restaurant. Ryan was a fantastic guy. And I had held a fundraiser for him to help with some costs. And then the family came down and they offered what was Britannia restaurant to me. And because it was on a Main Street location, I jumped at the chance. So that was about 4 years after I originally started in Midtown.
Any regrets?
No, I don't have any regrets. The regret would be if I didn't do it. Am I always happy with every decision I made or the way things have always run? Of course not. But I could see myself if I was back home, I would be regretting not coming down here and just talking about it forever. So even I said back then when I left here, when I left Boston area, if it doesn't work out, I can always come back. I'm a single guy. I have no one to worry about but myself.
It's a good feeling.
It is.
It's liberating.
It is. And I've adapted and came here not really speaking a lot of Spanish. Now I have Spanglish, so at least I can get by.
Your Spanish is better than mine.
It's gotten better at least over the years. But
would you do another restaurant? Thank you for watching Compai's Expat channel. Today we had conversations with Matteo, owner of Matteo's Seaside Pub. Matteo is selling his restaurant. If you're interested, want any information, please check the description down below. This video was sponsored by Casa de Compai, your condo complex for your vacation rental.